Listen, man.
All right, we got him.
We like to apologize.
For what?
To absolutely no one. The two-time champ does absolutely fucking nothing.
We live.
All right, Made In Chafford podcast, episode 146. If there's a bit more energy in the room, it's because we ain't seen each other in a while.
Yes, sir.
I miss you, boys.
I miss you guys too, man.
Collins was doing up. He was chopping life.
Listen, man.
Had to be done.
I was living the softest of lives.
All right, listen.
But I'm back now. Oh, I'm DSS now, by the way. Oh, thank you. I'm DSS now.
Give it up. New member.
Listen, dancing.
Dancing.
You know what I'm saying?
You're dancing pack bags, man.
Pack your bags. We out
Him,
here.
her.
Bodies. Listen, get that man out of here.
Yo, it's two them. The real is back. The real is back. If you don't know, do your Googles. Google is very much a free, what do you call it?
A tool.
A free tool, yes. It's a free tool at your disposal. Do your
Yes,
Googles. Two Dems, the real is back. Listen, episode 146.
Yes, sir. We in the building, man.
This is, if I let my nigga Cole tell it.
Use a pussy. Listen, man. Don Collier in the building.
That was a nice alley-oop. Carry on.
Come on. Don Collier, the one and only, in the flesh. Newest member of the DSS. You know what I'm saying? I was away, but I'm back now. I'm back on your ass. But no, it's good to be back. Good to, catch up with you guys and talk about some things that have been going on. Because there's been a lot of things going on, So, yeah. In your ears and ears.
Years and years.
Yes, sir. And last but not least.
It's game time, bitches.
Eman G45.
Yes, sir.
What's going on? The G solid in my name. The 45 is silent.
Come on.
The Black Mamba Dove. Getting the Prince of the East.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
4 Hat Eames.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Cheater?
Yeah. I have too many names.
Not enough if you ask me.
Yes, sir.
146, let's get it.
Let's get it. So I wanted to touch on something quickly. Man, I don't know what you've seen of Love Island so far.
What if your dead homie texts you back?
Excuse me?
What if your dead homie texts you back?
I'm throwing away the phone.
How do you respond to that?
Because my man lost the playoffs, innit? He texted Kobe.
Oh, that was crazy. He was sick for that. Like, so if I'm his wife, I have to intervene. Like, what are you doing? Who gave him his number? Hey, when texts go green, that's crazy.
Text go green and hit a little different, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
Because I know Kobe had an iPhone. I could just feel it. So you're getting airtime. Well, like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm glad Curry/Steph dunked on his ass.
Yeah.
Sent that boy to sleep. Listen,
Have you
man.
seen the dance that Curry's doing?
Listen, he's cooking, man. He's cooking. Hey, what is his legacy looking like? Because he's got 4 rings now, isn't it?
It's looking amazing. Because now he's looking like top tier. He's not looking like, the guy that just shoots threes. He's looking like top tier.
He's
What
him.
conversation do we put him in? He's just not on that level.
He might be.
I don't know.
It's not that he hasn't changed the game. It's just that.
Oh, he's changed the game massively. What would you say?
No, the game has changed. I don't know, man.
It's a really weird. He's in a really grey area for me because the 4 rings don't mean anything.
Can we
to me.
put him next to LeBron, though?
You can't put him next. I don't think he's not. No, I can't personally. I wouldn't.
Put him next to who?
LeBron. Can we? Can we have that discussion? They got 4 each. Got 4 apiece.
No.
Even if he gets 5, I still wouldn't put him next to LeBron. I still think all round, everything, like, LeBron will still be the better player. As a specimen,
because
like, that man was made in a lab. He's Homelander.
LeBron is Homelander. Yeah, you're right.
Really
You're right.
Because he's going to do 20 years, whereas Steph, it's a bit different. However, I think Steph challenged the aspect of what a three-pointer means. Because not everybody was shooting threes. Everybody was driving to the basket, hitting field goals, and that's it. Now, it's a game of threes.
It's just splash.
And if you're not hitting threes,
Yeah, your game's done.
yeah.
I mean, unless
And what makes it worse is that he's not the three-pointer of the whole team. It's not him.
It's Tristan.
It's everybody else. on the team.
Yeah.
Thompson.
So now it's a situation where everyone's like, choop, 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 choop. And it's
They've
different.
all
And the
got
thing
4
is,
now.
he can,
Yeah,
They've all got
the
4,
collective
don't
as a dynasty. So
Bloody hell.
it's a very good team. It's hard, man, because he's probably somewhere like, how many rings has Tim Duncan got? I think Tim Duncan's got 5. I'd put him in that category. Like, no one's gonna look at Tim Duncan. The way I look at Tim Duncan is the same way I look at Roy Keane. Do you know what I mean? That's not a diss. It's like you're effective. You're very good within your system.
But as a player, just like your attributes,
like he's got one
guy.
He's got one attribute because he's got some of the best handles I've ever seen in my life. But he's limited in what he can do, and he's injury prone.
Out of this world.
Yeah, he's in. There's nowhere I don't think on the court he could hit. Like, he could hit from anywhere. Under no pressure.
He's insane. Some of the shots he was shooting in that final. Yeah. He's just insane.
Bravo.
There's no need.
I agree with you as well, by the way. Like, I would put LeBron over Curry, of course. But it's interesting because we can actually have the conversation.
Even if Steph got 6 rings, I'd still put LeBron over him.
Fair play.
But we'll see. I mean, LeBron could still do it. I still think LeBron could get those 2 rings, and then that conversation between him and MJ could get really interesting. It's whoever.
People are always going to say 6 for 6, isn't it? With MJ, people are just going to say,
"Oh yeah." And LeBron's gone to too many finals. He does have that, whether he likes it or not. But then, from what conversations that I've heard about LeBron, he sleeps happy at night because that 3-1 that they pulled off. That might be better than...
That's 4 rings at least.
God. How'd you pull that back?
Yeah.
That's Liverpool, Istanbul. So, in his eyes, private conversations he's had with people, he said, I'm the GOAT. Because that 3-1, no team has ever come back from that. Do your 6 for 6 thing, but that's statistically, that is impossible. It might not even ever be repeated again.
They should make a documentary on that. That'll be cold. That would be cold.
That was an interesting time to be alive. Kyrie was hooping like his life depended on it.
Oh, Kyrie's moving to Lakers.
Well, yeah.
Is that actually confirmed?
It's not confirmed, however, it's speculated.
Where's KD going?
KD might be going to Lakers as well.
No, Word. Do you know what? Fair enough. Please help LeBron get those 6.
That was supposed to be what Westbrook was supposed to do. Maybe not.
What are they going to do, Westbrook?
I don't know. Like, maybe he's one of those guys who just needs to be the guy somewhere. Maybe he can't do the collective thing. I don't know.
I can't believe he'll probably retire without a chip.
Yeah, probably. And he deserves one. It's good enough.
Yeah, 100%. That triple-double ain't nothing. What is it? That he holds the most for, innit?
Yeah.
Something insane.
Yeah,
like
triple Saturn.
It's triple-double. So basically, you get in 3 categories, you get double digits. So if it's 10 steals, 10 rebounds, and 20 points, that's where it is.
That's insane. To consistently do that as well.
It's impressive.
Nah, he was really.
Although with the rebounds, it does look a little bit nasty. Like everyone's letting you go for it because that's your thing.
Yeah, that's your bag.
Like if you grab it and he's looking at you, you know he's angry. Like, look, bro, that's my whole thing. Like, why you?
That's my whole bag.
You know, why are you trying to get into my bag?
There's a game where that was Rodman's obviously his whole bag rebounds. Yeah. He scored no points, but had like 40 rebounds. I said, yo,
get this guy out of here.
But I think back then, not everyone knew their role, whereas today everyone wants to be
multi-purpose,
Mr. Fantastic. So, and I think that's probably why not a lot of teams are really pushing towards actually getting there. So like when you have a super team, it's like, okay, cool. Everyone wants to get a rebound. Everyone wants to do this. Everyone wants to do that. But what about playing a position?
Doing your job. Yeah. I mean, we'll see how it pans out. But I think that's why that's Golden State's biggest attribute. Everyone wants to do their job and do it well. Yeah. Like I'm not gonna overstep Thompson, or Curry's not gonna overstep what Draymond does. Even that young guy Paul, who's come in and been fantastic. Like he's not gonna overstep anyone else's. They're just gonna do their job and do it well. Whereas you look at other franchises. Them man are all trying to do it, and that's just not how you play ball.
For real. Mm-hmm. What were you gonna say about Love Island? You're gonna say?
So I know you don't watch it much, but there was a recent episode where they had to get each other's heart rates pumping by doing sexy dancing and whatnot. And so Jax, he's Gemma Owen's ex-boyfriend, and Jax's heart rate was raised the most by Gemma Owen, and his thing that he's linking with Paige asked, just to cut like, why do you think that happened? And he was like, when you've had sex with someone before and you get like flashbacks. He said to his girl that he thinks that happened. I was like, that's got to be one of the most craziest things I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, honesty is the best policy.
Sometimes
I can't believe Paige took that. He said,
if
she sucked my soul, she doesn't like Gemma Owen.
didn't like Gemma Owen.
I was in the
Not like
villa,
Ashcast.
so I had to bash. I nearly thought about getting a plane back. Come on.
Listen, man.
He's sick for that.
If he was with Tasha would have had a meltdown, boy.
Oh, that goes this. Oh, man.
Let's get into our Love Island chat. We won't spend too long on it because obviously you've not watched too much of it, man.
Love Island.
But yeah, it's been interesting. I've caught up because I was away. But
this season
yeah, it's been funny.
This season is upper echelon.
You know who needs a round of applause, even though I don't agree with her methods? Ekinsu.
Nah, come on. Ekinsu's moving like Fergie. You don't always like it. He might chuck the boot at you, but he's getting the job done.
I don't know if we were around when we had this episode. When this episode came out, she lips the man.
Yeah.
But she was seeing somebody else, Davide. She came downstairs, went straight to Davide, sat on the kitchen and was like, Davide, make me food. This is after lips in the Donny. So imagine your girl goes and lips another man, comes yard, yo, make me food.
I couldn't believe that. She's insane. Listen, it's
Ekinsui.
And do I know about it? Do I know about it?
No,
but it's kind of bait that it happened. Everyone else in the villa basically can tell what's going on, but he's like,
man, they were asking, "Where's Ekin?" She was upstairs on the terrace. No way. That's crazy.
And that's where we got the legendary sentence: "You're a liar, actress. Get the fuck out."
They should give you an Oscar.
Give it an Oscar for that.
He was heated.
He was so mad.
I don't blame him, but I was like, "Yo, chill,
so mad. Yo, he's funny as fuck as well, though. Like
it's his one line. Do you know when he came back from the
he really
date
from
and he was like, the
Italy?
kiss was really passionate.
Is
he from Italy?
Or is he from Scotland?
Nah, he's from Dagenham. He's from Dagenham and he's Romanian, I promise.
Wow.
His name is David. David Lewis.
David Day. Yo, that's insane. Them two are bringing the the entertainment value to the show.
100%, man. Whatever they're paying them at the moment, double it. Because I know Ekinsu's got to be a producer too. Because
100%.
She's like, she might like Davide, but
the situation where Gemma Owen, the daughter, was basically talking to Dami, the black guy who's with India. Dami was trying to get into her head and kind of predict how she feels about Luca, who Gemma is seeing. Their relationship basically looks like Luca likes Gemma more than Gemma likes Luca in it. So that's what Dami said. Gemma didn't really confirm it, but she was more like, oh, that's actually quite an accurate prediction. Ekinsu's there just watching, listening. Dami says, don't tell anybody this. As soon as the conversation ended and everyone went their separate ways, Ekinsu got up straight away and went to go tell the person.
Who was go tell Jax who's a chatty patty. That means too much of a chatty patty anyway.
How old is Ekin?
She's 27. 27. But it was like, I'm not going to lie, that whole sequence looked a bit staged because she literally, as soon as he said, don't say anything, she literally got up and went to go tell my man.
Nah, it's insane.
But hey, I'm here for it, man. It's good TV.
Give me the entertainment. I like there's too much paddy. Like, no, mix it up a little bit. Sometimes beef.
It's good tele, man.
For real. Nah, they are entertaining. There's so many angles to it. Like, Tasha is jarring as fuck, and I think she thinks they're in the bottom because of Andrew. Like, Andrew's.
She doesn't think it's because of her.
She's so
arrogant. Gonna win.
I think India and Dami have a chance, but I got a feeling that
Ekinsu and niggas winning, innit?
Nah, they're never gonna let that happen.
I think Ekinsu and Davide are gonna win.
We make up 3% of the country.
That's crazy.
We could all vote.
No.
And I'm not mad at it. Like, I'm not upset about that.
Supposedly they're quite popular, like on a general consensus. Though that's what I've heard. As in, like, not in Black Twitter only. When
Dami and India are popular.
Yeah, they
fair enough.
Quite like them, but I do think just for entertainment purposes, it's gonna be Davide and Ekinsu. What do they call them? Ekinde.
Ekinde. That's so af.
Kinde. That's the first thing I thought of.
It sounds like, have you ever the talking drum? Ekinde. I still hear that from parties and just
same. It's still go off. I ain't gonna lie. It's like
just stick it on your forehead, that $1.
Oh
just
my God.
Another $1.
Hold that.
Just me in the corner, just shuffling that. That's when you bring out your best dance moves. I was Harlem shaking like my life depended on it.
and he gives you $1 on your forehead.
$1 on your forehead. Yo, hold
Leaves
that.
it there. And then another one.
Nah, I was making racks.
Is it? Yo, hold that. I'm not loving Luca and Jax though. Them man give me too much insecure vibes, man. They need to relax. Like, their vibes are a bit too insecure for me.
It's them, like we all know them, man. It's them man that you meet on a night out. Do you know what I mean? See them in Slug and Lettuce.
Like they're buying them one drink and then they're dancing all the time. You know what that meme? Should be downtown with
They just give me like, them man that switch up in any situation to be more comfortable. If they were here with us, they'd be like, bro, you should have seen the beanies the other night. Like, just like I don't even talk like that.
Sorry, the beanies?
That's what
is the beanies.
That's what the youngers are calling.
That's what they're calling girls now.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. I might steal that for the vocab.
Nah, I'm not using that.
Yo, those beanies, dog.
The beanies. Is there going to be beanies at the rave? No, sir. There'll be women. I know
There'll
that.
be women there, no beanies.
But I don't know about beanies.
That's actually a wild term.
We're just old, man.
Yeah, we're getting old. That's how I felt when I saw the XXL freshman list. I only know one, and that was that Santana. And that's because that guy rolls around with the City Girls.
But if we were all in Love Island, would it be probably the oldest people in there? Which is a wild thought when you really
That's
think
crazy.
about it.
See, this is how I was thinking. You know, remember in X Factor when they'd have the over 25s?
We're in there.
And I used to look at the over 25s as old as fuck. Like, yo, go get your OAP.
Shouts outs to Deji and A1 and J1. Their songs are constantly on the show.
Yeah, well, they make music for that sort of show.
Their songs are constantly on the show. Shouts out to you, DJ, man. Just a random shout out because it just popped into my head. The new one with
the Finders Keepers with Mabel.
With Mabel. Yeah, shouts out to the man there, man. That's amazing
they're
to
doing
see.
their thing.
But the show's been good so far. I think the season's been interesting.
Thoroughly entertained.
Castlemore might turn some heads, but
I don't know though. They're pretty strong. The people going into Castlemore, they're gonna have a hard time.
The man them are gonna buckle. I know for a fact Jax is gonna buckle.
You think,
brother? Did you not see Jax initially when he was with Paige and my man came up to him? He's like, "Yeah, crack on." He didn't even let him finish the sentence.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, can I speak? Yeah, crack on, mate. Crack on. Yeah, go on. Like, it's fine. 10 minutes later, man's crying because you're talking to another man. Like,
okay, so we're saying Jax is gonna fumble
100%.
And Luca's
Luca's no way. There's no way Luca's fumbling.
Dami?
I think Dami might have a hard time, but I don't think he's gonna do anything. I think Ekinsu is gonna definitely do a mad thing.
But I think Davide will as well because they're not like. I'd love to see them. I think they're contenders for winners.
They'll give them turbulence, but I think they'll pull through. Same way my man Liam from last season.
Oh my god!
You know what I'm saying? It would be that.
How can you cheat in Birkenstocks? Yo,
he's a sick guy for that.
For real. But yeah, no, I guess Love Island has been pretty entertaining this year. I look forward to seeing where it goes. Castlemore is their big card that
Did
they
you mind
play.
watch Grilled? Cheyenne and Andrew Tate.
No.
Oh, that was a horrible conversation.
Can you guys give me context? What did I miss?
So Andrew Tate is, I don't know with him.
Okay.
Where do you stand with him?
Who's Andrew Tate again?
Andrew Tate is a retired professional kickboxer
Okay.
who is now a motivational speaker.
Is he a motivational speaker?
I'm going to call him that because I don't know exactly what he does. But however, he's a motivational speaker and speaks to the benefit of becoming a better version of yourself for men. Now, you see Kevin Samuels, he's A level, whereas this guy, he's just alpha, I'll give it to you raw, pause level. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, like alpha level.
Yeah.
So, he went on a date with Cheyenne.
Who's Cheyenne?
She just does it. She does. Yeah, actually, I'll let you explain. Sorry.
She's the one who does a grilled. I don't know what.
She had like a series on.
Yeah, on series. So she did the one with Castillo. She did the one.
Oh
with,
yeah, I recognize it.
Yeah. The woman who's mixed ethnicity.
Yeah,
that
I recognize.
and so basically, Andrew Tate and her were just going back and forth with certain ideologies, and she was like, "This guy's just fucking toxic." Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. But the thing is,
what was the main takeaways from the conversation? Was it just like
it was a horrible
chalk and
conversation.
cheese, basically?
Yeah, it didn't. I don't know.
Certain points of the conversation, I'll be like, I agree with it. However, for majority of the people who live in society today, they don't understand that. They won't back it.
I don't know if they won't back it. I just think he was just talking absolute. I don't know, man.
Was
It's
it one of those conversations where like I would like look at the caption, look at the like thumbnail, and just kind of predict what's gonna happen before it happens?
Yeah, 100%. He's just
I don't know.
Because like those
Like,
conversations annoy me a bit.
If I'm
'Cause you
right,
kinda know
I'm
what's gonna
right.
happen.
because he's got a.
If I'm right, I'm right. This guy is super right. If I'm right, I'm really gonna be right.
Okay.
I'm gonna fight to the death of it.
Okay.
Kind of guy. Whereas me, it's like, you know what? Alright, man, whatever, man. We'll see what happens.
Nah, I don't know. It's just. I guess it's interesting to watch two polar opposite sides.
Yeah.
Have a discussion, but like, I can't sit through conversations where they just can't hear each other at all.
The one aspect that I took away and I agreed with it, and I said this on a group chat. I said basically, most men today do not have the luxury to deal with their mental health. They don't have the luxury of time to deal with their mental health. So like that's what he was speaking about. He was saying that with the competitive nature of majority of men today, we're in a situation where if I take the time to deal with that, whoever's trying to compete with me for my spot has already taken over and has already dealt with it. So whatever it may be, like if you just want to take the time to relax, really deload, decompress your thoughts and so on and so forth, somebody might outtake you.
It's an interesting stance.
So that was the only thing I actually agreed with. However, the other stuff, it's like, alright, man.
He's one of those people. He's just controversial for the sake of being controversial.
I see.
Like, do you know
see.
what I mean?
Yeah,
I shouldn't laugh, but he was dating a girl, and he'd been like, "Oh, I've been dating her for 2 months, and I found out she was vegan." And then he was like, "I made her make me a steak, and she was never vegan again. I cured her." Like, what? Fair play, vegans can be annoying, but it's not something to cure.
Man said he cured her like she had a disease. Hey, men are trash, bro. What the
He
fuck?
said he made her make him a steak, and then he cured her.
Hey,
I'm gonna sort out all the vegans one by one. I said, yo,
hey, man.
his arrogance is
It's phenomenal.
It's interesting to watch. Like, I won't take that aspect of it away. It does make for interesting viewing. That's why he's cultivated quite a fan base in such a short space of time.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of younger kids who are looking to maybe a male
Role model, I guess.
yeah,
Role
and he
model,
just fits that bill.
Uh,
But he shouldn't be the people that they look up to, man. Even him, I reckon if you really got him on his ones, he'd be like, most of the stuff I'm saying is bollocks.
yeah.
Like, I'm just saying stuff, and a lot of it, for whatever reason, is sticking. But it is absolute wass, some of it.
I've
I
not
think
seen
it's
it,
too
funny
raw
enough.
for a lot of people to listen. Do I think everything that he's saying is correct? Nah, I don't think everything. Some things, yes. However, not everything.
I think like a broken clock is right twice a day. So he might be able to get off some bars, but I'm not. I'm going to say I don't agree with
Depends what watch you have.
most of it.
Nah, seriously. If you have a Rolex, your best bet is to get a G-Shock. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's more time.
One by G-Shock.
For real, that's a nice throwback there.
Listen.
But I don't know.
you little boy.
He's sick for that, man.
He's an idiot.
I don't know. My stance to that is just, it makes for interesting viewing, but like, you can't take those people seriously.
Speaking of interesting viewing, did you guys see any of the Verzuz footage?
What? Sorry.
Mario versus Mario.
Was it Mario? Why was there 60 people on stage?
There's always 60 people on stage for Verzuz.
I haven't got
They
a
need
clue
to-
to why I saw watermelons being eaten on stage. Like, that baffled me.
There's a lot of like
Mario and
dumb
Ryan,
shit
though,
that
are
they need to
insane.
cut out of it because it is a great format. But that was just it reminded me of a really poorly organized church service.
I can't believe what I saw. And the Mario lost, to be fair. Well, from what I'm hearing.
My mum was carrying his baby. This is for my son. This is for my son. I do this for my
That
son.
clip of Ray J looking in disgust makes me laugh so much. He just looks so upset.
What are they doing? What
It
is?
was just like...
There was like 60 man on stage. All of them are old. They can't sing. You got taxes. You got kids now. It's fine. Drop it.
The worst bit was... the worst bit was where Jeremiah was singing, yeah. And
Who invited Jeremiah?
and Mario in the background's like, hey, yo, stop. Because he sounds so bad. Like he's missed every note. Every single note. And someone's like, hey, yo, stop, but he keeps singing. I was in tears. I said, yo, this verse is a disaster. He missed every single note.
He won, innit? Mario won.
Yeah, Mario won. But Mario, because he knew. Mario could hear it. It's like, yo, stop. Like, you've missed
Mario won?
Yeah.
No, because Mario can sing. Mario can like proper like, I mean, all of them can sing, but Mario can sing like.
You should let me love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He's got a couple.
I'm putting one of the songs on the playlist.
On the playlist.
I would have thought of Mario. Listen, play Icebox. What are we talking about?
Yeah, it's game over.
There's
like,
not a
catalog, yeah.
This Icebox square, my heart used to
I'm so
be.
cold. I'm so cold. I'm so cold.
Hey, yo, I'm putting it in the ethos because we're talking about man them that are singing. Chris Brown can't dance. Oh, he could at one point, but it's over now, man. It's over.
I don't get it. Nah, he can dance, man. If he can't dance, what can we do?
I could do this shit.
Nah, man. Chris Brown can dance. What kind of
I was
question
about
is
to say it's a bad word, but let me not say anything, man.
Listen, watch.
I'll
Chris,
bleep it. What's the time?
Well, nah, you gotta bleep
Yeah,
that.
bleep.
Listen, no.
Write it
Listen.
I shouldn't even laugh.
At some point in his career, yes, but I'm seeing him do a lot of higgy hagger sort of stuff, man.
No, he can dance, man. Come on, man. You can dance.
I don't know.
You can try. Prove me wrong, but I don't see how he can't dance. Like he's
Remember
like.
when he came out of
gifted,
prison?
you know?
Remember when he came out of prison? He was fat.
Oh yeah.
Then he started going back on tour, slim, 6-pack, everything.
Yeah.
Jawline came through and everything. Pause.
That's not a pause, man.
You're gonna die by this game.
Someone could misconstrue it.
He's got a nice
Especially
jawline,
there's
man.
this
It is
one
what it
guy
is.
that I've been talking to. He's been talking.
What, everything you say is pause worthy?
We both do it, but it's funny. It's just funny. It's been funny between the pair of us, but.
That,
So if I say anything on the podcast, he's gonna take it and just say whatever.
yo, that Chisora clip is insane.
What?
Chisora. He's talking to
fuck
my
off,
man.
man.
He's like, listen, yeah.
Listen, if there's two women, yeah,
What?
lovely, beautiful girl over here, rare. I'm paraphrasing. Beautiful girl over here, and then there's this ugly fat girl, Timbuktu, rare. I'm coming for you.
What made you go with that verse?
He's an idiot for that.
What did he say? I don't want to even say what you said.
I'm not saying.
I can't repeat what you said, but
Someone
Nah,
should've
do you
said
know,
pause.
that's a bit of a weird
just don't
analogy, isn't it?
Someone.
There's only so much you can. We have to actually allow these people because there's only so much you can get hit in the head and actually have sensible conversations. Let's actually deep it. My man said it might be an ancestral spirit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just hoping.
And just for that, you get.
I just think he's doubling down on the dumbness of the initial clip with
No, I think it's not.
what's his name?
The laxative.
No.
Yeah, I want to
laxative.
go through.
But then again, I think it's like
it's a bit of a weird
when
analogy, isn't it?
you think of it,
Dylan White's face.
it's the sportsmanship of like, yeah, you're my bitch. You're soft.
It's when
But the fact you said I'm gonna come all over you, like, bro, I don't really want to see that. I don't want to hear about that, bro.
I guess it's done for Mike Tyson.
Because I even saw a video.
Mike's going to hell for that. I can't even really say that on him.
we can't repeat that.
Do you love me, man? There was desperation in his eyes to that reporter.
Yeah.
No, wasn't
sir.
saying.
Man, that guy kept silent after that.
Yeah,
You thought it was
nothing
I'm
to say.
not. There's a lot of
Sorry.
people in this world. I'm not fighting Mike Tyson. Remember when someone annoyed Mike Tyson
on the plane recently. Yeah, got his head pummeled in.
and deservedly so. But
Yeah.
if Mike Tyson behind me, I'm asking to switch.
No. Mike Tyson gave it to me. Like, he gave it to him nice.
I agree.
Like, because the thing is, it was just.
It
was
could have been
doing that.
worse. He just knocked him.
If he got up,
Not done
And then-
it.
knock.
did the.
Yeah.
There's.
Yeah, you're done.
Nah,
still-
he's
do you know
done.
in-
He's done.
Folded.
Do you know in fucking what's that TV film, Hangover?
Yes.
It's a real punch, you know.
Right, he actually hit
He
him.
took it
For real?
for real.
Oh, shit. There's nothing you can pay me to get hit like that. The way you dropped. Fuck. Yeah, that's a legendary movie, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna.
They did their thing.
Oh
That's,
god.
yeah,
Nah,
that clip is just. I saw it and I was instantly.
What was the initial topic?
I don't know.
Oh, the verses.
The verses, yeah.
I guess just to end on the verses. Yeah, none of them. It's okay. Like you've all
Some
made
man just
millions. Like, go be happy,
Some man just aren't that great live, and that's okay.
and that's fine. 100%.
Yeah. And, you know, I guess some of the more talented ones might actually have better voices live, but their catalog ain't that deep. Like Mario's catalog, he does have a few bangers, but compared to Mario's catalog, it's night and day.
It's nothing, man.
But he's just got the natural talent. Like I saw even a clip of Giveon, which is weird because he can sing. I've seen clips of him sing live, and it looks cool. But there was a clip recently.
Yeah, the BET Awards, and
I think it's the same thing as Rams.
Yeah, that's
but the thing is, the way people clown the Rams, like
I thought that was unfair at the time.
100%,
really unfair at the time.
I couldn't really, because it clearly wasn't his performance. It was some like you could tell something was off. Maybe you might do this if he was a older, a more matured artist. Because that was, I think Rams only had 2 songs out, and obviously Barking was the biggest song in the country at that point.
Yeah.
I would have probably gone, hey, this ain't working, and I want to give you guys a good performance. I'm gonna go get this sorted, and we'll come back and I'll perform it properly. Yeah. That's what maybe he should have done, but yeah, I agree. I'm with you guys. It was but it wasn't that he can't sing.
It's just one of those moments where it just fumbles. But you know, like when you're a new artist, you kind of have to have that pattern because like they're gonna hold that against you. Whereas like I saw a clip of everyone's seen the clips of Usher live doing the Tiny Desk. Like it looks effortless. Man's just there harmonizing with those two Eric Bellingers. Watch this. He's just like that's what you call old man wavy flow. Like he's been doing this for far too long. It's not a baby boy thing for him anymore.
Nah, that man's goated, man.
Who do you think could go against him in the verses?
No one.
Against whom? Usher.
That's a long day.
I mean, I know whoever goes against him loses, but let's be hypothetical.
Chris Brown. However, I don't want to see that. I just don't want to see that because
Chris Brown, maybe Justin Timberlake if you use a specific period. You can make it work.
Timberlake.
I hate that clip so much.
He was dancing to the Pink Panther theme tune.
I hate that clip so much. And the fact that you found it makes me even more sick.
Timberlake.
I hate that clip so much.
Justin is oh god.
But he can do it. You got Justified, you've got Future Sex Love Sounds, and you've got the NSYNC catalog.
It's a long day, man. It's a really long.
He'll
day.
lose, but he'll put up a valiant effort. I think. JT Timberland, that was a thing. We don't want to pretend it wasn't a thing. That
I don't know, man. There's not a lot of people that can go hit for hit. Like again, how many songs do you have to do? 20 or is it 10?
Let's say 20 because Usher's got like what 3 decades worth of hits.
I mean, there's a conversation. I think you could. I mean, Chris Brown is still losing, but I think it's tighter than people think it is.
Chris Brown will never lose.
What?
Chris Brown wouldn't lose to Usher.
You think Chris Brown will beat Usher?
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't want to see it.
But why? No, that's actually an interesting conversation. Like, how can?
It's because the thing is the way Verzuz is done today. Yeah,
I don't want 20 man on the stage. I hear that.
Like with Snoop Dogg and DMX, that was like the coolest one. But then you look at Jadakiss and Fabulous. It's like Fabulous looking kind of wet right now.
That's
you see the whole of the Locks versus Dipset.
Nah, I'm sorry. I needed that.
We see it.
This the real New York.
I ain't Colorado.
I hear it, but then it's like one group is better than the other group. So the Mario versus Omarion, Mario's better than Omarion. I don't want to see Chris Brown be better than Usher. I don't want to see Usher be better than Chris Brown. I just know that they're both great and they're both
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, but let's have the conversation for entertainment purposes. You think Chris Brown wins?
1000%.
Wow.
What? No way.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot. We had this conversation when we went to Toby's birthday. Nearly 2 years ago
we
now.
did actually,
and we got rinsed because we said I think it's a lot tighter than people think it is.
But but we were saying Usher.
We said Usher would win, but they just couldn't accept that it was a tighter.
Chris has more party songs at this current juncture that are actually better than I would say Usher's. Usher's got good ones, but he doesn't have as many good ones as Chris Brown. I don't think. In this current era, like let's say 2010 onwards.
I mean, it's a long day. It's all a matter of opinion because I think people will think it's a bit like how I thought. Nah, N-Dubs are gonna wash Western. And that was it
10v10.
10v10. And I thought they were gonna wash, but then no, like Western had the when you really got down to it, Western had the better tracks. So it could be one of those things where you actually sit down and analyze. If we actually went away and actually picked 10 Chris Brown songs, 10 Usher songs could be a lot more clear than we're actually thinking.
Usher's R&B bag is too potent. I just think he has songs that are absolute bona fide classics, man. That's 100%. Since we were.
Yeah.
Like, what's he gonna do when fucking any of the songs off of My Way or 8701 come on? Like, it's just peak, bro. Don't bring your girl around me.
Drew play for real.
That's my
nigga for real.
Listen, man. Man's just shoulder popping forever.
Situations.
Listen, man.
Will arise.
It's peak. But yeah, it
Man
will be
was
closer.
getting ready in that crib.
Listen, it's closer than we think, but I don't think there's anybody that can come close. They might got to team up. It's got to be Thanos versus the Avengers type thing to go against Usher. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Drake and Chris Brown. If they can,
No, I don't want to see that.
Nah, Drake needs to sit that one out.
It's too different music.
Drake's
Too
got to
different?
Sit that
Too
one out,
different.
man.
right?
I don't think Drake can go against anybody.
How so?
Maybe Kanye West.
Mr. West is probably the only one, really.
Yeah.
You can't really.
And it's a true versus, is not a Free Hoover campaign. It's a true versus.
Yeah, that was a joke. Kanye was giving it his all, playing the hits, and then fucking Drake
comes
just
down,
performed
does Family Love,
CLB.
bruv. Come on, bruv. What are you doing?
Nah, man, that was that one chance for them to go back to back.
Crazy.
My man said more specifically Kimberly,
Oh,
and then she signed the divorce papers the next day. That's sick.
have you seen the clip of her and the kids?
They're bad breeds.
They're basically just Kanye's children, bruv.
Man,
No, I
you're
think
all
that-
idiots.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. He's a good kid. My man's wilding, bruv.
For real.
Listen, those are Ye sons, man. Kim's gonna have a long day. Even the way she responded to him,
Yeah.
it just looks like it's just a long day.
It's
Do you know what? Like,
It's like, no, saying stop it.
Have you
And
ever-
it's just like, man's just here.
You might never been around like your younger cousins
love
for a
it.
long period of time.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you know they're getting tired and they can sense you're getting tired of them. And then they up the ante. And now they're even worse. And you're like, I'm out of my, you're being bad now. That's why when he asked a question the other day, when you man having kids, like,
Man pushed that years back.
I said double it.
You know what? Put another 10 on it.
Nah, they are Ye's kids for real. She's having a long day. And I know they've been bad all day. You could tell from
Bad
that
breed,
clip.
bad boy, man. Come on. You know what
No,
time
but
it
then
is.
again, she
Bad
does.
boys for life.
Nah,
Come on, man.
she does the the self stuff. Like you see her. Like there was even a time where North was like, like
Yeah, she does let herself get bullied. Carl, what conversation are we having? She said North. She was doing a video, and North was in the background saying, "Stop being so dramatic." If my child said, "Who's being dramatic?" You're like,
Cut the live. Cut the camera. You can go bar for bar.
we can tell this right now. You know?
Screw up, little nigga. Let's go.
Yo, what are you made of?
You talk a lot for someone who don't pay no fucking bills in
That's
this.
when the phrase comes out. I'll put you on this earth. I can take
For
you out.
real?
Take you out,
Like,
motherfucker.
yo, let's.
You wanna hop back in? I lost your damn mind. Yo.
This could be a long day for y'all
Real talk, man.
about being dramatic.
Nah, Kanye's kid. Saint is baby, yeah, he ain't worried about him. He ain't worried about him, bro. It's so funny. I love seeing stuff like that because that's your children, bro.
Listen,
That's so funny.
that's insane. We can sell this right now.
Should we talk about children? What's the law called? Roe and I don't know the name of the other one.
Fuck them kids.
It's a third world
Yo.
country in a Gucci belt.
I tweeted it's a first world country in a Gucci belt because I was trying to drunk when I first found out about it. And shout out to Zipporah. She tweeted me saying it's actually third world, and I was like, "You're right."
You're right.
I put first back, and you're right. It's actually third.
It's a hellhole.
Shout out to
It's a hellhole.
But yeah, how should we slice this? We don't need to go into it for too long, but it's
Well, maybe
important
we
talk
should
about it.
have a real conversation. And I'm interested to see what my good friend in the corner thinks. I think let him get off first, and then
Let's give the context.
No comment.
No comment.
no comment. Now say what you feel because it's fine. I think we should have these conversations. I don't think it's black and white. Like, I don't think you should be.
I think it's black and white, but no comment.
Well,
I think it's black and white, but for different reasons.
I don't think you should be
Use your mind.
chastised for your opinion, though.
Yeah, I shouldn't be chastised for my opinion. Thank you, man. Yeah.
I'm a big believer in that. I think
The basis of the law essentially is saying
was
that
given
local states will govern the situation. It's no longer held at.
There's no national.
Yeah.
The whole South just said, "I bet."
Pulling up. That's what I'm saying. That's crazy. That's insane.
Do you know, I should laugh, but it was how quickly they did it.
They're insane, man. It's insane. It's
The whole. This is the North. This is the South.
They said nah.
Yeah, let's.
We're pulling up.
We ain't doing. We're not doing that. Not around here, partner. Not around here, partner.
No, I just think it's kind of funny that something you created and now you're getting rid of it. So,
But
the Planned Parenthood was created by whom, and then now they're getting rid of it. I just think it's funny, but hey,
what do you mean?
white people created Planned Parenthood, and the person who was the founder of it wanted to get rid of niggas. Now they're getting rid of Planned Parenthood for the total opposite reason. They need. Actually, you know what? Let me leave race and let me leave religion out of it.
No, but it's a very interesting factor. That white lady that's been campaigning for black rights, she made a very interesting point, as in they knew, so they were getting scared already. Like the higher ups, you know, if you want to believe in all of that stuff, they were getting shook. They were like, the numbers in America of white people is dwindling. And how do we combat this? Do you know what I mean? Do we give people money to have babies?
Replacement theory. That's the new term. Basically, they believe that, I don't know how to define it, but I can give you the definition. Basically, it's they believe that at one point, white people will be the minority in 2040. I've been saying this just in
it's never gonna happen.
Ha ha conversation. But
we're gonna like Dwight Girl.
We have been swindled by numbers, and this is anyway. I'll let you land. Go on. I'll talk about it half or afterwards. Anyway.
Now we spoke about it in several different episodes of just ha ha's, but now let's really talk about it in terms of the Roe versus Wade thing. So essentially, I don't know when it was. I'm gonna say it was the late 1960s.
Yeah, it's a 50-year-old law.
Yeah, late 1960s, early 70s. Basically, a woman said she was suing the state of Texas to basically say, I want to have an abortion for this child. However, she gave birth to the child, and 2 years later, she was successful, and abortions were allowed throughout the country. Now it's been overturned because they believe that the argument wasn't valid enough. So, hence why, as Demi said, shoo, all the South. And right now, a lot of women are protesting for their rights to be pro-choice, and some people are protesting their rights to be pro-life. Yeah, that's the real thing.
So,
go on.
So I was saying people believe that they've introduced this because they want to,
because of replacement theory.
Yeah, So I guess it's people can sit on the side of the fence that they want to sit on. I'm not opposed to that. I think if you want to be pro-life, I think that's fine. Like, there's actually nothing wrong with that. And I wouldn't do this to someone else. I just think I would never tell someone what to do with their own body, even if I don't agree with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Swear down.
I don't know. I might have an input and just say, yo, that's a bad idea. Hey, doing heroin, don't think it's a good idea, but like, what more can you do past that point? Do you know what I mean? And I'm not either for or against it. I think whatever you do in that situation, when it comes down to having an abortion, do you? But I don't think,
actually, to be fair,
the state needs to put things in place so people can make that decision and make it safely.
Once they've done that, Demi, what else can they do?
Now, this is where it's getting scary.
Once they say, yeah, you can't have abortions, what else can they do? Where does the line drawn? Where is the line drawn? Do you get it? If they can say, nah, fuck it, you can't do that no more. Might be walking down the road.
Personally, I'm not for abortions, but let's just go with the conversation.
I'm shook. I'd be shook. Because they're saying now they're coming for contraception and they're coming for the gays.
Listen. It's
true. For the gays?
It's true.
Yeah.
It sounds funny, but that's the fact.
How are they coming for the gays? You are gay. Come here.
I don't know what they've obviously got things in place. Maybe their marriage rights. I don't know, but they said one of the Supreme Court judges said, "Yo, you man are next. That's next."
They're coming for contraception. Do you know how insane that is?
But in what? sense. How can you Durex? Your man are out.
Listen.
No, I don't think so. I think.
Listen, this whole thing.
Okay, yeah. Go on.
I'll get into my bag, yeah. My opinion, I'm keeping it true. I think it's a fucking disgrace.
Getting rid of
I think this law is an absolute disgrace on a multitude of levels. Because I've had time to look at it and talk to people and kind of get my head around it. Because initially I was like, yeah, I get both sides type thing. And also, obviously I wouldn't say I'm anti-abortion. I'd say people should be allowed to do it. And if the circumstances presented itself, I would let someone do it if it was something in my life, if it happened in my vicinity, right? But now, looking into it deeply, on a multitude of levels, I just think it's an absolute disgrace. And I say that because in my brain, I'll just talk from my personal perspective, right? I like to deal with life and look at life in a very practical way. I deal with life in a practicality. I kind of give that vibe anyway. But as far as like, practically, yeah, let's say, and I don't want to use these examples because I do think women should have the right to just be able to do it, period, right? But let's say there's a situation where the woman is pregnant and she's developed an ulcer in her stomach, right? The baby could die or she could die. In the South, hey, no abortions. You're gone. You get it?
Yeah.
So that whole practicality of having an abortion, which is not just used for people to prevent themselves from having babies, it's also used as a medical procedure. I'm not going to get into the bag of incest, rape, because we already know what time is for that. And then also, there's just the ability, which is what you talked about, the actual free will to have the choice to say, if you don't want to have an abortion, right? You don't have an abortion. That's no problem. Live your life. If somebody does want to have one, in my opinion, they should be able to have one. Agreed. And I feel like people use race. People use religion. Race, I'm sorry, people who have been swindled by this propaganda that white people will disappear, it's not true. Listen, let's say, I'm going to give you guys an example, yeah? Let's say you have 1 million white people and you have 10 black people, yeah? Let's say there are 1 million white people. Let's say there's 100 new white people that have come. They'll tell you that is 1% increase in white people. They'll say, yeah, so the 1% increase. Them 10 black people, let's say they had 10 more black people. They'll say, this is a 1,000% increase in black people. Everybody run. But in reality, there was 100 more white people, but there was 10 more black people.
You're right.
So Jay-Z was wrong. Numbers do lie. You can create.
They just get manipulated.
You can create a narrative to suit what you want, and that's what people need to be careful when they look at things and hear propaganda. Because at the end of the day, you gotta look at the raw data. Because my guy, there's no way in hell that America, as big as vast as it is, that the blacks and the Mexicans are gonna take over. On a race side, on a Christianity side, I just think, and this can be up to. I know obviously it's kind of a contentious one because people live a life differently. I'm not the most religious person. I am a Christian, but you know, that's down to your perception of what you think a Christian is. I just think if you're not living your life to the letter of the book, to the letter of the law, are we doing
exactly? He is without sin.
Are we doing Olympics? Because at the end of the day, God gave us free will. Do you get? And at the end of the day, God will judge us. But are we gonna say? Well, who's to say one sin is worth?
What is the other?
We're all gonna get judged at the end of the day for doing something. Do you get?
That's a fact.
So let people get judged for what they want to let judged for, in my opinion. So yeah, that's how I feel.
I wholeheartedly agree. I don't think anything you said was wrong. I think that's all fact. Like that is pretty much it, really. I don't think there's much else to say on that because that is the way it should be. You should have the choice, and then B, it's what it was protecting so many people from. You didn't even think of those aspects. Forget, just race and whatever. But the fact that the law was there protecting people with the examples that you gave as well, is.
But the last thing on race, like the woman who was the spearhead of the situation, she came out, and I think it was a slip of her tongue, but she was like, "This will help the white people to move forward." I don't know how it was phrased.
Yeah, it was phrased like very much in
what
the way
I just
that
said.
you just said. Yeah.
And the issue with that is the people who are going to suffer the most are black and brown people, because we are the most in America. They're the most impoverished, right? The white people who will be able to get abortions, they can jump on the interstate and go do it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Whereas the people who can't even like pay for them to have like nappies and stuff, they're gonna suffer straight away. And then who they're gonna turn to like for support? The government. But who put this law in the first place? The government. So it's just like the people who don't want people to have abortions may be celebrating, but deep down, the socio-economical issue of it is peak.
So,
To me.
okay, my thought about this is that a child is a child. That's how I always see it. That's how it is. We've had conversations with some podcasters. I don't want to mention her name, but she came on our show, and basically I listened to one of the episodes, and she said she doesn't want to have children because there's a likelihood of her child being disabled.
Okay.
Or enabled. So hence why she's not going to have kids, because she wants to avoid that and have a decent life and not have to deal with the situation of having this child who is disabled, whether it be autism or just physically enabled, whatever the case is. Right? Cool. I understand that. However, in my eyes, I know a personal situation where someone was told that you have a great chance of your child being Down syndrome. Now that child is 11 years old, healthy as hell, and, well, not healthy as hell, but he's healthy. He's a healthy child. He's enjoying life, so on and so forth. You could call him an average kid, basically.
Okay.
So sometimes, to me, I listen to some of the things that are happening and it's like, cool. The other one is involuntary sex. As we know, you can bleep the word if you want to.
Trigger warning, of course. Yeah.
So that, I can understand why a person would do that, and I can empathize to why a person would go to the lengths of having to have an abortion, because it's something that's disgusting, it's something that I never planned, it's something that it was forced upon them. Do you get what I'm saying? Cool. I just look at the statistics, just in the United States alone, if it's not those reasons, that accumulates to 14%. 14% of those reasons, like 14% out of 100. So 85%, to me, it doesn't sound...
So you're saying that 85% of people who are getting abortions are not doing it for any reason besides the ones you just listed?
The other ones is single mother, done having children, not able to afford it, not ready yet, other reasons. Interferes with education or career. To me, it sounds like you could have used contraception in the first place.
But let's be honest. Let's be adults here.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
You're saying fuck them kids?
I'm not saying fuck them kids. I'm saying, like, at the end of the day, they should be allowed to choose.
Yeah, regardless of when
the people who won't do it.
To God, innit?
But that's fine.
That's how I feel.
Me ain't gonna go talk about a lot of things in my life. You get it? I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like
why am I not a billionaire?
True say.
But
like, I'm not the most perfect Christian in the world. I can definitely say that wholeheartedly. I can definitely say that I'm not the best Christian in the world. I tried my very best to do that. However, I feel like with abortion, to me, it's always going to be a child. If it's in the situation of me where, you know, I'm not in the best place in my life at the current moment, so on and so forth, and I knock up a woman and get her pregnant, right? And then boom, she says I'm going to keep it. I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure, like, I will make sure I will take care of that child.
And that's good, yeah, man.
Even if
a lot of man them don't, a lot of man them won't.
That's
bare man them won't.
No,
but the thing is, I almost, and this is another thought I had as well. I feel like some of the ladies are doing this for the man them.
What, as in the ones who
so
are saying
they might want a child.
Some of the ones who are pro-life is what you're saying, or no go on, land. Go on.
They're saying they're pro-choice. However, if their man says, I don't want this baby, they'll turn around and buy it for the man, for the love.
Right, okay, I'm following you now.
So I don't know how much it could be your choice, but
I mean that's like really, really getting into
that's getting into
the nitty gritty. But I just think
let the women cook, man. That's what I gotta say.
Yeah, let them have the choice. Like, let people do what they want to do. It's the same with like the vaccine.
Thing is, there's other forms of contraception though. It's not just a dom that might just split open. Or
yeah, but things happen.
Example, things happen like Drake, hot sauce.
I still don't get that. Like, what?
I'll never understand that. But
that's not a real thing.
Nah, I think it is. It's something that we've never been told, but I think it is.
Well, when you got that much money and you got to protect it, I guess I get it.
And she tried to sue him for trying to inseminate herself. Yeah. Anyway,
hey,
it was her fault.
Sticky get.
Exactly.
Three big slime out the cage.
But, No, in certain situations, I just feel like
I hear what you're saying, but shit really does. Like, people put things in place in order to stop it. Like, they might have the coil or whatever, and they still get pregnant. Like, I'm not saying. I think it's the same way we were talking with the vaccine. Like, people should have the ability to. If you want to get it, cool. If you don't want to get it, cool.
Yeah,
like,
cool.
I'm not gonna. You should have the ability to do what you want in this life.
Yeah, rather than forcing somebody to.
Yeah,
Okay, I understand it. However, it's just.
I hear what you're saying.
Removing Christianity away from it, to me, I've always seen that as a child. So it's just like.
I completely get that.
Yeah.
That makes complete sense.
And if it's involuntary sex, then I can completely understand why you would want to do it. However, myself, I'll be like, yeah. I can understand why a person will go to the lengths of actually saying, no, I don't want it because of this, this, and this.
I just think they need to have the ability to pick. Period.
Yeah,
we can agree to disagree, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting discourse. It's brought up a lot of questions, and I'm seeing a lot of stuff from both sides. And I take a moment to just kind of look at a lot of things. See what actually really happens? Because we can all sit and speculate and talk about our preferences and our opinions, but I wanted to read about what certain women have gone through. I wanted to read about what's actually happening, and in my brain,
there's this one lady. She's getting an abortion because the child right now is having seizures in the womb, and she's saying that this baby is not going to be fit when he comes out or she comes out. So she's gone out of her way to go and get an abortion. I can understand that. However, to me personally, I'm going to say, as a Christian, I would believe that you don't know what that child might become. You don't know who that child might become. Do you know what I'm saying? That might be your greatest gift. So, and that's how I always feel about it. However, I can completely understand if it's involuntary sex. That I can completely understand. Anything else is just like.
But it's not. I think
it's a yes and
it's
no.
It's not really for us to understand. That's how I view it. Like it's that's their choice. That will be her burden to live with. She's got to ask those questions. She's got to wonder those things.
But the thing is, if you told me, I had to be snipped, and then at the age of 21, I can have my thing reconnected. I will be a demon on the streets. I'm telling you, man. Are you mad? What?
Hey,
you tell me I'm going to be snipped at the age of 18 up until 21. I'm outside. I'm outside.
When they give us the male contraception, it's over.
Are you going to take it?
No, I'm going to do that
100.
after I've had kids.
I'll trial it, but if it's doing mad things, I'm not doing it.
What, like you're more aggressive?
Just come in there, slap my laptop on the thing. MIC podcast. We live. Nah,
whole face is looking like supersonic.
Nah, man, I can't be doing them things there.
We'll see in it, but nah, if they pattern that,
yeah, I'll do it after I have kids, because I don't know what's gonna happen.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah,
my thing comes out pink.
When are you having kids?
Next
when
week.
am I having kids? No.
That's next week. Last week, shit.
You think my dick works like that? Just pop one. Just Emmanuel, 9 months. Happen in a week.
Boom. That's soon coming up.
Soon, lad.
TBC.
That's funny.
Yeah, TBC. Right?
TBC. I actually the yard, man. Ask me then. Don't ask me before that. That's all I can say about kids now.
Yeah. But you know, when it comes to the abortion thing, me, I'm personally not with it. I'm more of a person who just believes in pro-life. That's it. That's all I can say in it.
I believe in pro-choice, but here we are.
Do your thing, innit?
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
I think that's all we've got, you know. Well, there's more, but, you know, we have to kind of go
accommodate
on some things, you get me?
Wow.
All right, Made in Chafford podcast episode 146.
Yes, sir.
What time to be alive?
Let's pick some songs.
Gucci.
Yes, thank you.
Gucci.
Mine's Heady One came in the scene beefing.
Is this a solo song?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, thank God. Every time I put his songs on, there's like French Don song. And some of them kind of slap, to be fair.
Well,
there's always a French Don on the song. I'm like, man.
And you love and you love and you with love. Break Up by Mario, Sean Garrett, and Gucci Mane.
Gucci Mane? Shout out my jigga Gucci. I'm going to pick a song by Chris Brown off his new album. It's called Survive the Night. It's actually really good. Good, decent project. It's a bit long, but it's decent.
What do you want to do, baby? Where do you want to go?
Excuse me? That's your song. That's his song.
Right. What a time to be alive.
Yeah, man. Cool. Well, episode 146.
There you
Hope
go.
you enjoyed. We're back in the studio.
Bye.
We see y'all later.
That we will.